Hello everybody, this is Sylvester J. Fox, the Commissioner of the Elite Wrestling Initiative, and I am excited to share with you today that we will be doing some major rule changes effective at Boiling Point June 26th and June 27th. Those rule changes will include, first and foremost, that we will be changing the new countout rule. The new countout rule will allow wrestlers up to a 20 count in order to collect themselves and get back into the ring. The standard 10 count that has been used at all EWI events leading up to this will no longer be in effect. This will give wrestlers the opportunity to collect themselves and possibly get back into the ring to continue to compete. It will also give you fans the opportunity to see the ending that you are so desperately looking for. The next rule change, legal match endings. Article 1, pinfalls. Many wrestlers feel a need to establish their dominance by arrogantly pinning their opponents with little to no effort. We at the Elite Wrestling Initiative believe that this is arrogant and no longer is going to be tolerated. Why should a wrestler be awarded a pinfall when they exude little or no effort by simply draping their arm or leg over their opponent? Therefore, legal pinning combinations will now be instituted. A wrestler must now have their body laid across their opponent with their hips higher than their opponent, or they must have a limb or limbs hooked and clearly be in control of their pinning combination. Article 2, submission. While the MMA has popularized the tap out, we here at Elite Wrestling Initiative believe this is not an appropriate ending to our matches. We believe that while a wrestler may be withering in pain and pounding on the mat or simply reaching for the rope, this form of submission can oftentimes lead to an inappropriate ending to the match because the referee construes a tap out that was not actually a tap out. Therefore, going forward, we will no longer allow the traditional tap out on the mat unless a wrestler is incapacitated to the point where they can no longer speak and say that they're submitting, or they can no longer acknowledge to the referee that they're submitting. The next rule change, mandatory respect. In order to further differentiate the Epic Championship from all other championships, mandatory respect will now be commensurated through a handshake before and after every Epic Championship match. Each wrestler will enter the ring, shake hands with their opponent before the match begins and at the conclusion of the match. If for some reason a wrestler chooses not to shake hands before the match, the championship match will not continue. If a wrestler chooses not to shake hands at the conclusion of their match, this may result in termination with their employment at the Elite Wrestling Initiative. We here at the Elite Wrestling Initiative believe that these rule changes will continue to separate us from the other independent wrestling organizations and allow us to provide for you a more entertaining and quality product as we move forward into the coming years.